Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. About a year and maybe 2 months ago, I made a prediction that within about a year and a half, we unfortunately will have a war in the Balkans, sparked by something in Serbia and Kosovo. And we are about there. I think we are on the 23rd hour, 59 minutes and 59 seconds or something like that. I think we are right there. I have this article right here from Russia Today where we find that the Serbian military, the army, that is positioned at the border of Kosovo, northern border, on a state of alert, they caught three and got them prisoners, three armed Kosovo police, members of the police. I don't know if they're officers or just little fuckers. Anyway, what's going on here is that I said that the whole thing in Kosovo, in Serbia, will start with someone shooting someone by mistake, or going to be claimed by mistake or something like that. And this is, as I said, 23rd hour of the situation. I think everything goes towards a little explosion over there. The NATO troops are inflating over there, so they're coming more and more. The Serbs are bringing their troops at the border. And let me go over this little article here. As I said, it comes from Russia Today. It is from today, June 14th, 2023. Kosovo, and I'm quoting, crossed the Rubicon, Serbia says. Prime Minister Albin Kurti's latest crackdown threatens open war, Belgrade has said. And here we have Kosovo police officers detained by Serbian authorities today. These are the guys with weapons, revolvers, binoculars, scopes, radios, maps, and here you have them. Now, I don't know if obviously this is what these guys provided. I don't know what's going on here, but we're going to find out with time passing. Now, for some of you that might not know what this expression is crossing the Rubicon means in real life, it was a real historical event. And that now it's an idiom for a point of no return. That is, once you crossed a point, it's like you reached a critical mass, and beyond that you can't bring it back. Like you jumped over a cliff, you can't come back where you jumped from, you dove from. So this is related to, I know, 49 BC, before Common Era, BCE, when Julius Caesar, being a general, he and his military, his army, Roman armies, crossed into Italy, the region of Italy, crossed the Rubicon. Rubicon was a river that was the northern border of Italy. Per their law, you couldn't, if you, let's say Rome was waging war against someone, the armies were supposed to be outside of Italy, the peninsula, across the Rubicon. No military was supposed to be within, unless they were defending, like they defended against Hannibal that invaded over there. They did a lot of bad stuff to the Romans, gave them a big scare. So in this case, Julius Caesar started a civil war. Actually, he was that considered a treason. He crossed the Rubicon to come towards Rome, and he became a dictator, and then Caesar and all that. Because by law, the military were not supposed to come to Rome, cross the Rubicon. He did it because he wanted to take power. There were some problems in Rome, but he solved it as a general. That's why, for instance, in the United States of America, copying the same thing, the US military is not allowed to be, let's say, deployed on the southern border. That's why when you heard former President Donald Trump saying that he will deploy the military over there, people thought, oh, you can't. Okay, but you can put a National Guard, which is a different thing. But anyway, you can put the US military versus the National Guard. It's a big difference. So that's what's crossing the Rubicon. So for the Serbs, that is point of no return. That means you already punched me in the face, now it's my turn. So I don't know what's going to happen, but maybe these guys give us a hint into the next moves. I mean, I can only assume that the Serbs will do something. Serbian President Aleksandar Vučić accused the ethnic Albanian government in Pristina of trying to provoke a war on Wednesday after the breakaway province closed the border to all Serbian vehicles and arrested several prominent Serbs. Some articles earlier where they said that actually these three guys were not caught in Serbia, but supposedly the Serbs crossed into Kosovo and got them, arrested them. Now I don't know which one is which, because this is on a very nice green pasture here. So I don't know if this pasture is in Kosovo or it's in northern part of I don't even know, in Serbia or in Serbia, Kosovo. Let's put it this way. Okay, I said it. F off. Anyway, Kosovo Prime Minister Albin Kurti ordered the closure of the border after 3 Kosovo police, these guys, forces on Kosovo police officers were detained by Serbian security forces on Tuesday morning. As I said, I don't know where they were, in north or south of Rubicon. He has said that the blockade will remain in effect until the 3 men are released. It's an impasse right there. Kurti claimed that the trio was abducted inside Kosovo in, and I'm quoting, open acts of international aggression by Serbia. Vučić has said they were on the other side of the line of control and that he had proof. And I'm quoting, they were arrested 1.8 kilometers from the administrative line, end quote. Vučić told the state broadcaster RTS on Wednesday evening, and again, that's pretty far from the place where they left their car, I think it is, if that's true. Kurti said that they were 300 meters from the line. What were they doing 300 meters from the line without telling KFOR? This is the NATO peacekeeping, supposedly, force. He added, referring to NATO peacekeeping mission. Okay, thank you very much, Russia Today. The blockade is an attempt to starve the Serbs in the north of Kosovo and force them out of their homes, Vučić argued. And Kurti, and I'm quoting, wants to start a war at all costs, end quote, the Serbian president added. It's not Kurti. Kurti could be sent home by NATO yesterday if they want. It's not Kurti. Kurti is Zelensky. What do you want? Zelensky could be sent back to, I don't know, I'm not going to say, but you know what I mean, if they want tomorrow. It's not Kurti. Kurti follows orders. That's what Kurti is, like Zelensky. And I'm quoting, the Rubicon has been crossed and it will be hard to get back to normal, end quote. Vučić also objected to Tuesday's arrest of 2 prominent Serbs, whom the ethnic Albanian government accused of organizing the, quote-unquote, attack on NATO peacekeepers last month. He claimed that the EU and the NATO gave him guarantees there would be no arrest, but did nothing to stop Kurti. EU Foreign Policy Commissioner Josep Borrell, very low IQ guy. Why? By his statements, not because I'm just dreaming. I've been following this guy, and I don't know, he's no good. Not smart. Maybe he's smart in kissing asses and other things like that, creating friends, but not friends, you know what I mean. Relations. Sent a letter to Kurti on Wednesday urging him to de-escalate the situation. In what amounted to usually strong language from Brussels, Borrell wrote that Pristina needs to, and I'm quoting, take the options of EULEX and KFOR fully into account and treat them as partners, which also means coordinating with them in advance, end quote, which was not the case on Tuesday. EULEX is the European bloc's civilian mission tasked with monitoring Kosovo. You have to understand that, again, the Europeans here, supposedly they are in charge. They're not. US is in charge. Europeans are just, the house servants here in Kosovo. That's what they are. Everything goes through United States. If United States says, Kurti, back off, Kurti is going to go and take a shit right there. If Europeans tell him back off, Kurti is going to say, United States, what do you think I should do? That's what it is. Fuck the Europeans, they don't even care. And I'm quoting, as 27 EU member states have made it very clear, they don't care. Failure to de-escalate will result in negative consequences, end quote, Borrell warned. Negative consequences, I would like to know for whom, because that's very important. It's very important for the Serbs. You gotta make it clear. Is when you hear Obama, that change, I'm for change. What kind of change? It's very important to give me details. What kind of, do the right thing. I always say these things. Do the right thing. Oh, what do you mean? If the guy's a criminal, what do you think doing the right thing means for him? Or if that guy's a pedophile, what do you think the right thing for him is? The right thing for him is to continue to do what he does, bad stuff. So that's not good. I want details. What do you mean the right thing? What do you mean change? What do you mean negative consequences? For whom? For the Serbs or for the Albanians? Or for both? Or for none? Or for whom? For me, maybe. So let's go back to the article here. Oh my. Albanian Prime Minister Edi Rama has already cancelled the meeting with Kurti scheduled for Wednesday, saying it could not be held due to the hourly worsening of Kosovo's relations with the entire Euro-Atlantic community. Albanian Prime Minister, why is he involved? Why not Romanian Prime Minister? If Kosovo is for Kosovarians, then what Albania has to do with that? You know exactly what's going to happen. You know, Albanian with Albanian Kosovarians. Yeah, okay. Kurti crackdown has gone beyond just the Serbs. However, his government has also revoked the license of the privately owned TV outlet Klan Kosova. Okay, so I guess KK cannot operate anymore because Kurti says freedom of speech and freedom of the press should not be infringed. Ha, ha, ha. Which the head of the Association of Journalists of Kosovo described as, and I'm quoting, an unprecedented act aimed against media freedoms. Yes, but the same did Zelensky, and nothing happened. Well, you deem them enemies, and then that's it, or whatever, you extremists, and that's it. That's your reason. And people take it or take it. They got two options: take it or take it. Ramush Haradinaj, a former commander of the Kosovo Liberation Army, KLA, and leader of the AAK opposition party, was quoted by local media on Wednesday as saying that Kurti was, and I'm quoting, threatening Kosovo's alliance with the US and NATO, and called for a no-confidence vote against the prime minister. NATO deployed troops in Kosovo in 1999, after bombardment against Serbia. Belgrade has refused to recognize Pristina's 2008 Declaration of Independence. But that's what it is. So, what do you think will happen over there? It depends what the Americans want. If the Americans want all this to go to zero, they can do it. If the Americans want this to continue and escalate, it will escalate. If you think I'm wrong, well, just wait. Just wait. The first word United States will utter, that's the one that's going to change. European Union can continue doing this to himself or to herself, whatever, doesn't really matter. The US, the Russians have nothing to say over there. The Chinese either, because they're far away, they cannot even intervene, so they know Serbia is a sitting duck. Why? It's a landlocked country surrounded by friends. And why do I say they're friends? Because it reminds me of, I don't know, it was last year, maybe in summer, when Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov wanted to attend, I don't know, whatever meeting in Belgrade in Serbia, and the countries surrounding Serbia closed their airspace to the Russian airplane. So they didn't allow that guy to land in Belgrade. So do you think that if the Russians want to send some, I don't know, military aid over there, what do you think the other guys will do? And they're surrounded kind of like NATO countries. So I don't know how they could get over there without violating NATO's airspace, not international. Anyway, so you got the hint. I don't know what Serbia could do. But as I said, it all depends on the US. If you don't believe me, wait. Patience used to be our value. Now it's not. It's tolerance or something. So be tolerant and wait. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.